During 2005 and 2006, Westminster Council led the way in developing the creation of parkour classes in schools and in communities within the borough as part of their Positive Futures programme. These developments were recorded in the pivotal documentary Jump Westminster. This led to a rapid and substantial growth in the awareness of the positive potential of parkour and the understanding of the sport as an inclusive, active, fun, and yet challenging way to experience one's environment. To further their innovative developments for parkour, Westminster Council asked Parkour Generations, their official parkour provider, to work in partnership with them and the national governing body, Parkour UK, to create a dedicated training facility to help cater for the growing demands of teaching this new and exciting sport. Funding for the new facility was secured through Westminster City Council, the London Marathon Trust, and in kind through Westminster Academy. A site was chosen and the design work began. The park would be located at Academy Sport, part of Westminster Academy. This would be London's and the UK's first managed permanent parkour facility. The original concepts and designs were carried out by Parkour Generations, whose design team included several practitioners with over 40 years of experience between them: Stefan Vigru, Francois Mahop, Johan Vigru, Dan Edwards, and Kazuma. To honour their many years of training, passion, and early experiences in the Parisian suburbs of Nice and Evry, they wanted to replicate some of the architectural elements from there, leaving a parkour legacy in London. The project was a rare opportunity for practitioners to build structures that fit their needs and imagination. Whilst the park has been designed with some movements and routes in mind, practitioners will find new and creative ways to use the structures. The idea of a parkour park is not a new one. The original pioneers themselves dreamt of having a facility where they could train without interference and be able to spend all day in one location. They wanted their own parkour playground. Whilst acknowledging that part of parkour is about discovery, being creative, and connecting with your environment, you therefore don't need a park to move or train. The 4-year project was full of compromises and challenges. There were changes to the levels of funding, initial location, and the amount of allocated space. Nothing had ever been attempted on this kind of scale before. Without defined standards and designs, Westminster worked closely with the national governing body, Parkour UK, the contractors, and Parkour Generations to meet the needs of practitioners while simultaneously mitigating levels of risk in terms of health and safety. The central challenge was to create a safe yet risk-inclusive facility that would be both challenging and enjoyable for users. For some, the idea of a parkour park is somewhat of a paradox, taking a free sport that encourages exploration and discovery away from public spaces into a dedicated location. Others, however, state that such a park can be simply a focal point for training. What is clear is that practitioners will continue to train within the built environment regardless of the availability of parkour parks. The aim of the park is to provide users with a place to experience and practice parkour, as well as a facility that can offer coaching, whilst also being a central location for events, seminars, and community gatherings. The park consists of elements that mimic the built environment, utilizing only the components that are necessary to train: the surfaces, edges, and the spaces between. To the untrained, it may appear to be an unfinished building site, whilst to those with parkour vision, a site such as the park offers a myriad of opportunities. The London experience of art du déplacement and parkour, otherwise known as L.E.A.P, was completed in late 2011 and was formally launched in January 2012. L.E.A.P is now open and expects tens of thousands of users to visit the site every year, engaging the whole community. There are more parks planned throughout the country as well as within Westminster in the near future, enabling more people to experience the joy and positive potential of parkour.